Ladies and gentlemen, for the match previews of Barnsley versus Middlesbrough Football Club, Manchester United's travel away to Anfield against Liverpool in the big derby, and Bayern Munich versus SC Freiburg in the German Bundesliga. Please welcome your host, the good old Darryl Johnson. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the previews. It's me, Darryl Johnson, from Middlesbrough, north east of England today. Welcome to Daz's Football Stand. And of course today, as you see, I'm wearing my red Boa shirt from last season. I can't find my blue one at the moment, but I am wearing my red Boa shirt. And of course that means Barnsley versus Borough is the first conversation tonight. I do have a fellow Borough fan on the line. Check out his channel. I'll put a link in the description below. It is Borough Will, otherwise known as Will, from Middlesbrough, north east of England today. So Will, welcome back to Daz's transfer show. Daz's Football Stand. Obviously it's Borough versus Barnsley away. It's not going to be an easy game. But what would you like to say?
Yes, I say it's good to be back. That international break was the worst international break in a long time, and it's good to be back with Borough, and I think we'll bounce back after the bad start of the last quarter of the season. So I think we'll bounce back and we'll get the 3 points.
Well, I agree, mate. I'm hoping that we can do a bit better than we have done the last few games. 3 games in a row, and we haven't won. We've drawn away to Fulham, as if that wasn't bad enough. Then we lost to probably one of our worst performances of the season. Well, probably one of the bad performances of this season. But obviously we lost against Norwich at home. That James Maddison goal in the 13th minute of the game, and Borough just couldn't score. The keeper was too good. I don't know if the keeper was too good or we just couldn't get past the keeper. But we did get a point in the last game, which was at home to Brentford, in what I would seriously say was the worst performance this season. A lot of people won't agree because we scored 2 goals, but at least half of the stadium were booing at the end of the first half, right? And at the end of the game, the boos were just ringing around. I don't think either team was happy to draw 2-2. But Brentford really should have won the last game, but anyways, Saturday afternoon, it's a 3 o'clock kickoff at Oakwell, the home of Barnsley FC. We're playing away to a Barnsley side who have scored a few goals, but I don't think they won their last game. But Borough haven't won the last 3 games in a row, but we have a good chance, to be honest. If we play if we play like we did it against Bolton, which was 3-0, if we play as good as that and not crap like the last 3 games, if we play as good as we did against Bolton, then of course we've got the 3 points easy. But if we don't play well, we've lost.
Yeah, true, Darryl. Barnsley aren't a team we're going to turn over. They've got a decent squad. They've just came up with class, and they're going to come to us. I think they've got a chance to beat us as well. So yeah. It'd be nice to see Gary Monk switch things up a bit. Not too much, but test the 2 players out, maybe 2 youngsters.
Actually, I won't get into things. Yeah. Carry on what you were saying there. I'll just say that. I agree. It would be nice for Gary Monk to switch. I think the formation's important, because he's been playing these 4-2-3-1 formations. He's played 4-4-2, and obviously he wants to keep the people guessing. Because Borough, obviously Gary Monk doesn't do the mistake that Aitor Karanka always does and plays the 4-2-3-1 every single game, which never seemed to work. So we seriously need a switch. We definitely need to switch our formation. And maybe Adama Traore is going to be back for the game. I think he will be back.
Adama Traore should not start, and to be honest, I think he should be sold. I hate him.
No. Just remember, he's He's our fastest player. His speed, right? If you had Adama Traore and Usain Bolt together in a race for who's fastest, right? Although Traore would lose, but he apparently, according to the stats, he is only half a millisecond slower than Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt is very, very fast, but Adama Traore is very close to Usain Bolt. So he's second place in this.
It's about how many goals you get in a game, Darryl. It's not. Doesn't matter how fast the player is. It's about how many goals he puts in the back of the net.
Well, yeah, for starters, he hasn't scored goals, but you can't expect all wingers to score goals. I mean, Downer didn't score many last season. He still plays. Adama didn't score last season. He still plays. So obviously, you can't expect. You can't expect wingers to score goals. You expect all the strikers. Now, if a Sombalonga plays, we have a good chance of at least getting some shots on target. But it's a question of scoring them. So, but if we Gested maybe, but I think he's injured. But apparently Gary Monk isn't concerned about the position that we are in at the moment.
If I was Middlesbrough manager, I would be concerned. It's dreadful, mate. It's dreadful. I don't think there's any excuses where you're being one of the worst teams in this league at the moment.
Yeah.
The way we should be. The way we should be.
Well, we shouldn't be there. That's the thing. If we weren't there, then where should we be? We're like what? 12th? 11th?
We should be in top 6 at least.
We are. Well, we're 11th in the table. We're 11th with what? We've got 16 points. We're 8 points below Cardiff, who are top of the league. And the only problem is Leeds are well above us. And of course, where are Barnsley? They're 18th. They're in the bottom half, which is a problem for us. We never play well against teams in the bottom half of the table. I'm sad about Sunderland being in the bottom 3. So sad. Not really, but the cock. Yeah. But yeah, I think changing formation, changing the actual team lineup, I think might be a good sign. Maybe play some different people. Maybe put Dimmy in goal, because he was the one who actually took us up to the Premiership.
Yes, I agree there, Darryl. That's one thing I agree with you. At least bring Dimmy back in goal.
And of course, let's not forget, Gary Monk has been managing a harder league. He's been managing the Premier League. Well, he managed in the Premier League, but this is the first, actually the second team that he's managed in Championship. Also, if there's any people who are from Scotland listening, Gordon Strachan has left the Scotland job because they have not qualified for the World Cup after quite a long time they've tried. But Gary Monk is the young, but you have to give credit though. Gary Monk has done decent at the minute. We haven't played well for the last 3 games, but all that can change against Barnsley. We've got a few interesting games coming up. Obviously, if we don't beat Barnsley, we've got no chance of beating Cardiff City next week. So we've got a lot of pressure on us. But Gary Monk says at this stage, people like to look at league tables. Waste of energy at this point. It's about what we're doing on a daily basis. It's about the next game that's important and maximising that. And at the end of the season, we'll see where we are, because that's the most important part. No matter where we finish, it's been an interesting season. But if we finish in the bottom half, like 16th again, seriously, we're not going to be happy. But since the arrival of a Sombalonga, Ashley Fletcher, Johnny House and Martin Braithwaite, and of course Bubba released Gaston Ramirez, Martin DeWoon to Atlanta, Victor Fisher to Mainz. Where's Gaston now?
It's some team in Calcier, like a Sam. Yeah, I know it begins with S. Sampdoria or something like that, I don't know.
Oh, I think he's Sampdoria, yes. And of course, do you feel that since we bought Sombalonga, Fletcher, Johnny Howson, and Martin Braithwaite, the Borough squad has got more strengthened?
Yeah, it has, but like we spend that much money on the attack, but we need to be top goal scorers. Like one of these need to be top goal scorer by the end of the season.
Yeah.
Like
and then obviously Gary Monk understands that Borough fans weren't happy after the last three performances, which is true. I wasn't happy about the performance last week against Brentford because, to concede sloppy goals, it's not acceptable. And of course, we drew away at Fulham, lost, drew. Our games have not been good, but we managed to get win, then draw, then win, then a win in the cup, and since then we've gone well downhill. Seriously, we need to start performing more and getting results in, and our next games are not easy. Barnsley away, that'll be an interesting one, but that's not easy as well. Then next week is Cardiff at home, followed by the EFL Cup game away to Bournemouth straight after Cardiff. Now, tell you what, right? If we don't perform well in these next two games, we're out of the cup. Seriously, we will be out of the cup because Bournemouth, right? They've got a very good manager in Eddie Howe, and we can't afford to let Leeds slip like we always do. And then Reading away to finish off October. So I think so, yeah. But we just need to perform a lot better, I feel.
Yeah, totally. I agree. Yeah, we need to start putting these performances together. And if we can beat Bournemouth in the cup, good. If we can't, we can't. It's not the end of the world. But it would be nice to get on a cup run and maybe get the semis, quarters, even the finals. Don't know if that's pushing it, but yeah, I think we have got the squad to go to the semis at least.
To the semis, we haven't got to the semis since. We haven't got to the semis of the cup for ages. Quarter final was the
Everton won it.
Everton
and Man City.
Oh yeah, we got to the quarter final of the cup. But that's as far as we've got at the moment. We haven't got to the semi-finals yet, and we haven't even got to the final since 2004 when we actually won the cup. I do beg your pardon. Sorry, we do have one match after Reading away, and that's away to Hull. So we got a bit of a what I call a doom. I call this after Barnsley. We got to call this. I call this a doom. October. We never play well at Reading. We never play well at Hull. We lost 4-2 at Hull. So yeah, that's that. Any more points you want to make?
Basically, I want to go out there. Like I want the team to go out there, play to the best, put 100% effort in. And at least, even if we do lose, we know that when players have put 100% effort in, we need to start fast. We need to get the ball on the floor, get in the attacking third, and get a few goals this game, and make the fans back on Gary Monk's side, the team. And we need to get behind these lads. Like in my Borough Fan TV interview, we might be saying I was a bit annoyed, and they've been slating Gary Monk a bit. But
yeah, I saw you Borough Fan
I'll get behind the lads, and hopefully we go still. I still believe we'll go, but yeah, basically that's it. That all from me.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, mate. Listen, I appreciate your call, mate. Thanks for opening the show.
Thank you for having me on, Darryl.
What's your score prediction?
Stop the Borough will.
Hold on, wait. What's your score prediction?
Score prediction.
Yeah, score prediction. Yeah.
4-0 Borough.
What? 4-0.
4-0. Stuart down into the end. No, actually, I'm going for something a bit crazy. I know I don't want him to start, but I'm going for a damn try or a first goal scorer.
He hasn't scored in the last 2 seasons.
I know.
Well, it'd be nice for him to score, but yes.
Well, that's it, Darryl. I'll see you
that's
later.
your score prediction. Thanks for calling in, mate, and I'll catch you later. I'll catch you later, mate. I agree with the points you made, especially the one about Gary Monk changing the Gary Monk switching the stuff around. I agree. I think if he did that, then obviously we have a good chance. If he doesn't, we've got no chance really, to be honest. But I'm going to try and get onto Google Hangouts. No. I'm just trying to sort this out. Just trying to sort things out here, ladies and gentlemen. I've got technical issues here. Okay, I'm gonna try and call on Skype for Man United. So I'm gonna go and put my United shirt on. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna go and put my United shirt on whilst I try and call these. Call busy every time, that's all I get. I'll try and call someone else. I'll try to call someone else. But I'll keep trying anyway. I'll keep trying. I won't give up. But yes, so obviously Saturday as well is the big derby. It's Liverpool versus United. Come on, United. So it's a massive derby. It's at Anfield, which hasn't been a happy ground for United to play in. They don't play that well, to be honest. Playing away at Anfield, it's not very good. Obviously, United haven't played well there last time. I mean, I think last time we managed. Last time we played, yeah, actually, I do remember we have played at Anfield, but we got lucky. We really, United should have lost the game at Anfield, but there you go. That's life. We managed to get a good point out of that game, which I was happy about. Because if we'd lost, I seriously wouldn't have been happy. Obviously, I forgot to give my score prediction for the Borough match. My score prediction is 1-0 to Borough. But let's have a look at Manchester United. Obviously, Liverpool are without Sadio Mane, which is a good start, but also United to have their injury problems as well. See, it was a 10-0 draw at Anfield last time these two teams played at Anfield. So Sadio Mane is injured, obviously, from international duty. Coutinho and Firmino are expected to be available despite a lengthy journey back from Chile. Mohamed Fellaini still has injuries. Carrick and Phil Jones might not play. They might not. But yes, obviously this match has to have goals. We can't just have another 0-0 draw again, because I'm not really gonna. I won't be a happy bunny if it's 0-0 full time. I'm not. Obviously, Jose Mourinho says when you are in a big club, when you are a big player, when you are a big manager, every game's important. I can't get anyone on their mind. You cannot look at some matches as cup finals and other matches differently. It's 3 points, not 4. It's just a 3-point match, but it is an important one. Jose Mourinho has beaten Liverpool a few times with Chelsea, mind. He enjoys playing at Anfield because he likes to try and beat Liverpool, and Liverpool are a hard team to break down. But Liverpool have failed to beat Man United in six Premier League games since a 3-0 victory at Old Trafford in 2014. Otherwise, United have won 4 and drawn 2. United have won 3 of their past 5 league visits to Anfield, losing only 1 and being unbeaten in the last 4. Keeping clean sheets in the last 2 games. Liverpool have only lost 1 of the last 14 home games. So it's not an easy team to try and beat. However, they have only one victory in the last 7 league and cup matches, so they've lost 2 and drawn 4. Defeat would leave Liverpool on 12 points from 8 Premier League games, the same tally as when Brendan Rodgers was sacked in 2015-16. Jurgen Klopp's lost 1 in 7 competitive meetings with Jose Mourinho. Coutinho has registered 9 goals and 3 assists in his last 12 games. Right, onto Man United stuff. A win on Saturday would give Manchester United a Premier League club record of 22 points from 8 games. They've kept 17 Premier League clean sheets in 2017, 3 more than any other side. United have also kept clean sheets in the last 9 games. Like Lukaku could become the first player to score 8 goals in the first 8 Premier League games for Man United. However, Lukaku has just 1 goal in his last 7 games against Liverpool, failing to register a shot on target in 5 of those matches. Rashford has recorded 5 goals and 4 assists in his last 10 appearances, so we have a good chance. But the possible scores are 1-1 draw, and a lot of the odds are going on Liverpool getting the win. So if we win, we go above Manchester City, who play Stoke. So we need Stoke. Basically, we need Stoke to beat Man City or to draw. If United beat Liverpool, they go to the top of the league if Man City don't win. But if Liverpool win, then United will probably be moving. United will stay second. They'll just be probably 3 points behind Man City. So we need a win. A point takes us to the top of the league as long as Man City lose. So Liverpool are in 7th with 12 points. United won 19. A win for Liverpool takes them to 3rd for like half an hour, for like an hour or something. But there you go. That's that for Man United. I'm now going to do the Bayern Munich preview, which will be about, I'd say, 3 minutes long. So that's my score prediction. It's going to be a 2-0 Manchester United win. That's my prediction. Bayern Munich versus SC Freiburg. I think it's Sporting Club Freiburg, or I think it's SC Freiburg, or I don't know. It's Freiburg anyway, who aren't doing particularly well in the Bundesliga. Bayern Munich are doing okay. They're average at the moment. Not top of the league, but I think they're like 5 points below. But the Bayern need to start winning. But we're not doing too bad. We're still second, and we're still on our way up. Obviously, the Dutch were eliminated. Oh dear. See, Bobbins retired from the Netherlands. Sorry. German Bundesliga table. Right. A win for Bayern Munich will mean that they stay second place. If Hoffenheim are actually third, but they're on the same points, so Bayern need to win. Freiburg are in the bottom half. They are 15th. There's 18 teams. They're 15th, just outside the relegation zone. On 7 points, Bayern are on 14. A win will take them. Well, will keep them up in second as long as. But if Dortmund lose, then obviously Bayern will have a chance to try and go up to the top. I'm going to have a look at the Bayern Munich stuff. This should be a 3-0. This should definitely be a 3-0 win. Obviously, it's going to be the first match for Bayern Munich since first match for Jupp Heynckes. First time he's back now managing Bayern Munich. He's 72. He hasn't managed Bayern Munich since 2013 when Bayern actually won the league. When Bayern won the title, the cup, and the Champions League. That was a domestic treble. He will take over the club again on Monday, and his first game will be against SC Freiburg on the 14th. Ancelotti left in September with Bayern third in the Bundesliga, 5 points behind Dortmund. Heynckes is 72. I didn't realise that. So Heynckes will be Bayern Munich's manager till the end of this season. Wish we could keep him for a bit longer though. So Bayern Munich back under Heynckes should be successful then, because he's German, he manages Bayern a lot. We've done well with him. Manuel Neuer is out till January, so that's not a good start, to be honest. To be honest. So obviously we've got Freiburg at home, and then at home to Celtic on next Wednesday. Champions League. German Bundesliga away to Hamburg, and then away to Leipzig for the DFB Pokal. Bayern also lies second in the Champions League group stage, 3 points below leaders Paris Saint-Germain, 8 goals behind them. Celtic still on the same points. So Bayern need to win these next few games if they're going to be successful. Obviously the cup's going to be the most important game of the season. But I think it's going to be Bayern 3, Freiburg 0. So that's it. I'm going to leave my predictions in the comments. Sorry, not in the description below, ladies and gentlemen. I'm also going to put Boa Will's channel link into the description below as well. And yeah, do keep commenting and subscribe if you're new around here. See yous.